Hello, today I'm going to show you how to do the Striker Jones and biggest one strategy, or Biker Bones and biggest one. So this is a pretty good strategy. It's not the best thing in the world, but not the worst, and it will work fine on pretty much all intermediate and easy maps, and then maybe an advanced map or two. So for the start, you can do a dart start and then eventually get into ninja, or if you can just go straight into ninja like I'm doing here. I'm going to get a 302 ninja just to start out because we don't really have any good starting towers, and then I'm going to go into Striker Jones and the mortar. So I'll come back when we get that. Alright, so we just have to remove this obstacle for this map. It'll be $1,000 head, which I guess is a good thing. So we get Striker Jones, and then I'm going to go for the mortar. We have the ninja to get the camo, which is very nice. And then with Striker Jones and mortar together, this should be able to take out villains on 28, especially because you can get a few upgrades. If not, you might have to target Striker Jones to strong just for 28, and then it should be fine. So we can beat that, and then I'm going to get a 3-2-0 mortar, and then Alk buff it to go through 40. The ninja will be able to deal with all the camos just fine, all the way until 42, where we're going to have to get a village, but we can get the 3-2-0 now. I'll buff this and then get something to kill 40. So when it comes to the targeting of the mortar, you don't really have to target the mortar if it's not a super hard map. For some advanced maps, you might need to target the mortar here and there, but usually you just put it where Bloons are going to die, and that's where it will shoot, and Bloons will die there. For 40, we can get a moab mauler. Sometimes you might need a little bit more. You could either micro the mortar or buy like 200 sniper just to do a little bit more damage. But as long as you can get a camo village before 42, you will be fine. After that, you can get discount and then get another one. And also with the Striker Jones ability, you can use it on the insides of round 40, so the ceramics, and it will be stunned pretty well, and you can just win that round. So we get the 202 and the 022 village, get discounts, everything's cheaper, and read all the buffs, very nice. And then we can get a Moab assassin and then a big one mortar. That will work out pretty well on some easier maps that can just go straight into biggest one, but on a majority of them we are going to need a little bit of help. So you can use just a tower that's good at doing damage in the mid game. In this case, I used the 402 wizard, and that did enough mob damage to get us to the biggest one. There's a lot of things that work. You could use something like you could get the Bloons and Alk buff it to do more damage. You could do spike balls or something, or another assassin, just something that does damage or cleans up well, and that will work fine. So here is our wizard coming up. As you can see, this struggles without it, so we'll get the wizard and then we'll save up to biggest one, and then from there I will get mob eliminator and some basic support. Alright, so here comes the mob, no, not the mob eliminator, the biggest one first. You can get it around 76-ish, 78, that's fine. Just as long as you get it before 80, you will be completely fine. So we get that, and now we can save up for the mob eliminator very easily. You can get mob eliminator here, and then get the other cross path just because it helps out a lot. And keep the mob eliminator on first, that's pretty good because you don't want a lot of random BFBs to get through. If the mob eliminator is strong, it would just be targeting the ZMGs in the back. Let's get the strongest stimulant on the mortar, and then there is some support to get. Now for the bomb abilities, I'll just talk about all the abilities right here. The mob assassin ability, no, not mob assassin, mob eliminator ability, if you want, you can just spam it. I highly recommend using it when there are ZMGs on the screen, but if you want to just constantly spam it, that's completely fine. Same with the concussive shell ability. I'll use it here and there just to show it, but I don't really use it that much. But to be safe, you can do that along with the mob eliminator ability. For the level 20 ability, that's really cool because it doubles the damage of the mortar, so you can use it on like around 94, 96, 98. Just keep in mind it's a long cooldown, so you'll have to use it sparingly. We don't get the overclock, we can just overclock the biggest one with that. We'll get a Sabo, we can Sabo DDTs with that, and then I'll get another mob glue just because it's a really good tower, and you should pretty much always get it. We aren't going to need any support for 100, which is really nice because the mob eliminator just kills the bad, and it will kill ZMGs, so that's kind of why this strategy works out. It's not really good, but it is pretty good. The mob eliminator just kills ZMGs and up, and the biggest one kills everything in between, and Spiker Bones is just cool, so it's a pretty cool strategy. And that really is it. It's pretty free in the late game. You might need to get some support for harder maps, but we're going to be ending off with like $37,000 left over, so there's definitely a lot of leeway you have. So that is all you need to know for this strategy, and goodbye.